Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by a river, there lived a 20-year-old young man named Jakes. Jakes was very restless. His mind was perpetually churning with thoughts, which came and went all day long, leaving him feeling uneasy and exhausted. He constantly dwelled sadly on his past and worried incessantly about the future. This relentless mental turmoil made his mind feel like a storm, robbing him of calm, preventing restful sleep, and even making him forget how to smile. One day, Jakes heard a rumor about a distant village nestled in the hills. People spoke of a wise old man residing there, a former famous psychologist from the city. This man had dedicated his life to helping others find mental peace, and he now lived a quiet life close to nature after leaving the city's busy pace. Occasionally, he offered advice to visitors. Jakes felt a surge of hope and curiosity. He immediately decided he must seek out this old man, thinking, "Perhaps this wise man can help me find peace." After many days of an arduous journey, Jakes finally arrived at the hill village. He approached a small, greenery-covered house and saw the old man sitting serenely on the porch, with his eyes closed, radiating peace. Jakes approached softly and confessed, "Grandfather, my mind is terribly restless. I cannot stop thinking, and I long for peace in my heart. Can you help me?" The old man slowly opened his eyes and offered a calm smile. "So you seek peace? Come with me. I have a small task for you." He led Jakes to his small yard and completely filled a glass with water right to the brim, so full that the slightest tremor would cause it to spill. Handing the glass to Jakes, he instructed, "Walk from here to the edge of the village and return. But you must not spill a single drop of water." Though surprised, Jakes was determined to succeed and accepted the challenge. He carefully grasped the glass and began his walk. The village road was bustling with people walking and running, shopkeepers calling out and dogs barking. Yet Jakes didn't glance around. His sole focus was fixed on the glass. He walked slowly, meticulously, step by careful step. Villagers looked on in curiosity, understanding he was undergoing an important lesson. Finally, Jakes returned to the old man, announcing, "Grandfather, I did it! I didn't spill even one drop of water." The old man nodded with a smile and asked, "That's excellent. But tell me, did you notice the children playing by the road? Did you hear the dogs barking?" Jakes looked astonished. "No, I didn't see or hear anything. I was entirely focused on the glass." The old man's smile deepened. "That is the secret, a truth that was always within you, yet unknown. When your mind remains entirely in the present moment, there is no room for fear, confusion, or excess thoughts. You were solely focused on the water in the glass. In that moment, your mind became perfectly quiet. You were not sad about the past, nor afraid of the future." Jakes slowly began to understand. This was the peace he had been searching for. Peace is not something one finds externally. It is already inside us when we choose to live in the present moment. He realized his own mind, like the river that encircled his home village, could be either a raging torrent or a calm, clear stream, depending on where he directed his attention. Jakes bowed his head and softly replied, "Grandfather, now I understand. If I want to calm my mind, I must keep it anchored in this moment. That is where true peace lies." The old man smiled again as the sun set, casting its final glow, and birds flew back to their nests. Jakes began his walk back home. He was no longer the restless young man he had been. He was transformed and peaceful inside, for he now knew the way to calm his mind.